The one thing I tell them about critical fitness is that the workouts are ever changing and they challenge you every single time. So, coming to gym the first couple of times, you are stiff as anything the next couple of days or weeks afterwards, but that never goes away, which means that you're constantly challenging your body. And I also don't have to think about the workouts. If you're going to a typical gym, you have to think, okay, what do I do today? How many reps am I doing? What set am I doing, etc. But when you come here, it's all done for you, and the community is great, and the vibe is great, and yeah, you just get involved, and your body is always constantly challenged. Hi, I'm Dani. I am 28 years old, and I'm an in-house legal counsel. And I'm now fanatic about fitness as well. I found out about critical fitness through friends of mine. They came here, and then my boyfriend came as well, and I had serious FOMO, and so I decided to join. Critical fitness has changed my life in more ways than just fitness. So it's actually given me a lot of routine, and in everything that I do in daily life, it's also helped just with your, as your fitness increases, things in life get easier physically. And it's also just built a really nice community, so meeting new people, and so it's the social and the fitness aspect. I think critical fitness has helped me in my career in setting boundaries. So I consider myself quite a high performer, quite driven, and I struggle to set boundaries at work, and you then throw yourself into your work, and so you don't set those like work-life balance boundaries, so it's just work, work, work. And critical fitness has actually helped in setting those boundaries, booking the slot out in my calendar to come to gym 3 times a week and work on my physical fitness also helps with mental fitness as well. So I think it's helped in that aspect. So I feel like lifting weights is definitely, you have to change your mindset. So typically also, I grew up thinking if I lift heavier weights, I'm going to be bulky, I'm going to look like a man. But it's actually more about your strength. So and I think you and I have had conversations about this as well, just focusing on your strength and doing the form correctly, working on your technique, and then doing it right and building the strength from there is actually going to help me more in the long run with my physical fitness than worrying about how I look. And my body doesn't produce enough testosterone to actually look like a man. So it's actually really rewarding and motivating when you start off lifting like the 1 rep max for the deadlifts. When you start off lifting a certain weight and you're like, okay, that was okay, that was cool, that was heavy, and then you go and you push yourself and you lift more than you could imagine you've ever lifted before. It's really rewarding, motivating, gets you going. I managed to get to gym in the week because I book it out of my calendar. And I've got to work on setting those boundaries, and that's what helps. So if I know I've got the slot booked in my calendar, everyone else at work knows, don't book a meeting or whatever time with me in that moment. And then get excited. I think also the outfits and the gear and the merch for the gym really also motivates you as well. You can match outfits as well. And that's how I balance it. If I book it out of my calendar and I know I'm going to go, even if I'm not like, it's cold, I'm not in the mindset to go to gym, and I just show up, then I'm there. Coming to gym for the first time, I felt a little overwhelmed. Not so much intimidated, but I think that's because I had friends here already that were like preparing me for what to expect. But I think a lot of people, when they hear CrossFit or like functional training, they do get a bit overwhelmed. But I felt excited, interested, a bit nervous, maybe a little bit embarrassed at my fitness level, but joining the classes, they're really cool, and you're super patient with everyone. You always just tell everyone, in your own time, if you need a break, take a break. So I get excited, even in the days that I don't feel like gymming or pushing myself, I get excited about the workout and to talk to people and to communicate with people. I think the community is a big thing. It's a big driver of why I come as well. And I'm a little bit competitive, so seeing how other people are doing in the class as well, comparatively to my own fitness, is also motivating, because if I'm keeping up with the people that I think are like the fittest in the gym, then it makes me feel better about myself. And so critical fitness has pushed my limits and changed my life in that I know how to clean and jerk now, and I don't think I could do that 6 months ago.